Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Former Reactions here. My name is Logan.
And my name is Francesco.
And in today's video, we are going to take up what's going to happen in the playoffs and when's the games. Let's go.
Here we go. We're going to get to our brackets at the end of the video, but first we're going to discuss who is in the playoffs. Our first series is Boston and Florida. Gets started on Monday at 7:30, and it pretty much goes every other day. Boston has home ice, and that's going to be an interesting series.
Obviously a 3-day gap there.
Yeah, 24th to 26th. And then
Toronto versus Tampa, you guys already know.
Starting on Tuesday at 7:30. Then we got Canes and Islanders facing off on the Monday at 7 p.m. Then we got Devils and Rangers facing off on the Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then we got the defending Stanley Cup champions Avalanche versus the first time for in their franchise history,
Seattle Kraken,
facing off on the Tuesday at 10 p.m. Then we got the Stars and the Wild facing off on Monday at 9:30 Eastern Time. And we got Vegas versus Winnipeg on the Tuesday at 9:30 Eastern Time. And then, of course, a rematch, Edmonton versus LA on the Monday at 10 p.m.
And that's it.
And then that's it. That's the first round. That's the first round matchup. So now,
let's get to our brackets.
We're gonna do our bracket predictions. We're gonna start with Logan's.
So first series, Colorado versus Seattle. I think Seattle's gonna shock some people. I'm gonna go Seattle. Seattle is gonna shock some people. I think they're gonna make it past the second round. Or past the first round. I think that's going to be a good series. And I think Seattle's going to take it in the end. Then Dallas versus Minnesota. I think, let me see the stats here. Yeah, I got to go with Dallas on this one. Jake Ottinger, man. Jake Ottinger. Marc-Andre Fleury versus Jake Ottinger. I think Ottinger, if he gets hot, I think he can win this series there. Okay.
Now,
Connor Hellebuyck, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Hellebuyck. That's all I have to say. Connor Hellebuyck. He can steal you a damn series. Now, Mike Smith versus Korpisalo. I think, to be honest, I think Edmonton is going to win this one. I think it's a close series, but I think Edmonton is going to win that one.
Now I have to do the game.
Now it's going to be the games. I think Seattle is going to win this in 6. I think Winnipeg is going to win in 5. I think they're going to steal the series there. I think Dallas is going to win in 6. And I think Edmonton is going to win in 4. Absolutely. Sweet. Okay.
Now to the East.
Now to the East. I don't want to. I think Boston.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think Florida has the capacity to do it. Then my favorite series. Tampa versus Toronto. Now, Tampa has been not great this season. Vasilevsky been sloppy at times. Brian Elliott, if he has to step in, has been terrible. I think Ilya Samsonov can steal you a damn series.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Please, I'm begging.
They're below 500 on the road. They got a negative record. Their D-lines are terrible compared to last year. They only got their star D-man, which is Hedman. They got a loaded up top line, a mid-second line. Their third line sucks. Their fourth line is a retirement line. And Vasilevsky is below 900 at some points in some games.
Even Samsonov has a better save percentage. And
Yep.
yeah.
If this team's on the fall.
Carolina versus New York. People are saying this is going to be a defensive series. I think Carolina will win.
Yeah.
Or Ilya Sorokin may steal you one. I'm going to go with Ilya Sorokin and the... I'm going to go with them because Ilya Sorokin, again, can steal you a damn series. Can steal you a couple games. And I don't think Carolina has the glory to go into games or to try to win this. Freddie Anderson, don't think can steal you a series. So then we got Shesterkin versus the New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils have looked great. Luke Hughes has been great. Jack Hughes has been great. I think Shesterkin is going to steal you the series.
Now in the game.
Boston is going to win in 5. I think it's going to be a close series, but I think they're going to win it in 5. New York Islanders is going to win in 6. New York Rangers are going to win this in 5. I'm going to go 7. And Leafs in 6. I don't believe the Leafs are going to go to Game 7, and that would just make me shit my pants.
Not.
Okay. Next, Jake Ottinger versus Philip Grubauer. Seattle versus Dallas. I gotta go with Jake Ottinger on this one. Let's see who the stats favor. 3 goals per game for each team. Seattle has actually allowed more against than Dallas. Dallas has a better percentage in the power play. Penalty kill also has a better save percentage. And Jason Robertson, their leading scorer. I think Dallas is going to win that one. I think that's where Seattle's glory is going to end. I think this is a close series between Halibut and Stuart Skinner. I think Stuart Skinner is going to take it in the end. Okay. Just based on my sanity alone, I really, really hope the Toronto Maple Leafs, because let's say, for example, they win the first round. They get rid of those demons, get the monkey off their back. They're going full speed ahead. They're meeting Boston to the match. They're meeting horns with these people. I think just because that 2-1 loss against Boston actually was closer than people actually expected to be, I'm going to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And if you look at the stats here, they kind of favor Boston in a way, but power play percentage, it favors the Leafs. It favors the Boston Bruins in goals against, but it favors them in every category. But I believe that if they get that power play rolling, and if they get that certain amount of leverage, I think Leafs can take that one as well. Then New York Islanders versus New York Rangers. Sorokin versus Shesterkin. I'm going to go Shesterkin on that one. I think it's going to be a Leafs New York Rangers type of thing. Mm-hmm. Then I think Edmonton is going to take this one. I think that's where Dallas is going to stop. And then let's go. The Toronto Maple Leafs. All Canadian matchup. Because remember, the Leafs have home advantage against New York if they make it there.
They don't have it against Boston, but they do have it against the Rangers.
And they have a better power play percentage.
The only teams that are above Leafs with home ice are Boston, Carolina, New Jersey.
I think it's going to be a close series, but I think your Stanley Cup final champions is going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think 34 goals for our boy Pappy and Subin. And this is my Stanley Cup final prediction.
So, starting off, we go to the West. And you know what? I have done a few other brackets as well, but for this bracket, like I have picked Seattle in certain circumstances, but I'm gonna go with the defending champions. They have McKinnon still. McCarr's fell off a little bit, but
Gabriel Landeskog without their captain.
Yeah, they don't have Landeskog, but I think with the playoff experience they have, I mean, see, I'd love to see Seattle go to the second round and then maybe lose in the second round, but I feel like Colorado's experience is just gonna.
Don't worry, Kraken fans, I got you.
Yeah, and then this is an interesting one, but I might have to go with the Wild on this one.
Really?
It's tough. This is a tough one. But I think I'm going to go...
Against Jason Robertson.
I'm going to go Wild.
Wow!
Full prediction. No Ottinger, no Robinson. Then going on to Vegas versus Winnipeg. Winnipeg would be interesting. Well, oh, hold on, I meant to pick the stats here. Vegas has a big question mark in net right now. Eichel's making his postseason debut. Winnipeg has a chance, but I'm gonna go Vegas here.
Wow!
And then for this one, without question, I mean it's tough, but I'm gonna go Edmonton. There's no question there. This matchup is gonna go to 6 games. Colorado in 6. I think Vegas, it's gonna go to 7. And then I think Minnesota 7, and then Edmonton 5. LA's gonna pick 1 game out of there. And then in the East, well, I love to select Florida. I really want Florida, but you know what? I have to go with Boston. And then of course, Leafs Lightning, but you know how I feel about this, and they have absolutely no reason to lose this series. They have to win this series. They are better on the road than Tampa, and Tampa is terrible on the road. We got a better power play. We got a better penalty kill. We got better defense, because their defense, they lost McDonough, and they have 2 random defenders. Like, no.
And we're good against goals against.
They have a loaded top line. They have a mediocre second line, terrible third line, and a retirement fourth line with Bellemare and Perry. Forget who else. But our depth is crazy with Achari, Lafferty, Camp, Kerfoot, Yarnko. We have crazy depth right now. There's Aston Reese, Simmons, and Nyes that they need to come in. And we got O'Reilly. Our top 6 is going to be nuts. Bunting, Matthews, Marner, Tavares, O'Reilly, Nylander. Samsonov is going to be a hell of a player in this, a hell of a goalie in this series. We're not going to have those stupid 5-goal matchups like last season. Like, for example, game 2, I think it was. No, game 4. 5-0. Remember that game where we were down 5-0? Like, what? That's not happening this year. That's where it ends. Difference maker.
This is where it ends.
Exactly. For this one, I'm going to go Carolina. Like you said, it's going to be a defensive matchup here. It's going to be really tight. But I'm going to go with Carolina. They got a lot of, they do have...
You're going to go against Ilya Sorokin?
Yeah, it's tough, but who did they lose? Was it Svechnikov that got injured? So. I think so. This one I'm going to go with the Rangers as well.
Shesterkin.
Shesterkin is a hell of a competitor. They got Kane, they got Zibanejad, they got Panarin. Even though the Devils, they haven't made the postseason in a long time, but even though they got Meyer and whoever, it's just no.
I think Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes are gonna perform, but I don't think they're gonna win.
Florida's gonna hold it out here, but I'm gonna go Boston in 5. Carolina 6. I'm gonna go with 6 here, and I'm gonna go with my heart on this one. Leafs are gonna win it at home in 5, and then the Rangers are gonna take this one in 7. I'm gonna submit that. Now back to the West. Colorado, Edmonton. Just clean picks right there. On to the conference finals. And here, Rangers, see, you know I want to pick Leafs, and I'm going to pick Leafs, but this is I know Boston's old, they're on a historic run and whatever, but if you look at their games, all their games are a lot of 1-goal games. They're tight. We had a lot of good games this series with our 3-game series this year. I know we lost in that last one in overtime, but there's no 3-on-3, and we were able to push it to overtime. We can compete. I could feel like that could go to probably either 6 or 7. I wouldn't be surprised if it went that far.
No!
But Leafs can take it. They have the talent, they have the depth, they have the defense, they have the goaltending. This is the friggin' year, my guy. And then I'm going all Canadian final too. Like, a lot of my brackets have had this, and it would honestly be amazing. It would be cool to see a Colorado Leafs final, which is what we thought was going to happen last year. But an all Canadian final, McDavid and Matthews facing off in the finals, that's one hell of a matchup. But I have to go with my heart, and the Leafs are going to take it in, I don't know, just for fun, maybe like 6 games. I don't know.
I'll believe.
We get home ice there, and we get home in the conference final too. The only place we don't get home ice is Boston.
I don't think we get home ice against Edmonton.
We do. Don't we have more points than them? Let me check.
I don't think so.
It's all depending on points. We have 111. They have 109.
So then we might get home ice.
We will get home ice if we base them. And Colorado too. Wait. We might not get home ice from Colorado. I have to check that one. Let's see. Colorado. No, we do. We do. The only teams we don't have home ice against are
New Jersey,
Carolina, Boston. Because even though Vegas has the same amount of points than us, it goes to regulation wins after they're tied in points. And we have 4 more regulation wins. So we would get home ice over Vegas if they went to the final. Total goals. This is going to be one hell of a scoring series. It's going to be a lot of goals, like probably 5 goals a matchup. So I'm going to go with like 35. No, I'm definitely staying in the 30s. I'm going to go with, I think we're just going to stick with 34. My guy Austin Matthews, I'm going with his number, and that's my bracket. Those are the brackets. We are done here.
We love you, Matthews. We hope you stay. I really hope you have a good time in Toronto. I really hope you had a good time here in Toronto. If this is your last, maybe it's the last season.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
He's gonna resign. A lot of people like to spit on the Leafs and say, no, he's not gonna resign. He's gonna go to Arizona. Why would he go to Arizona? He's not a playoff team.
2026 is when they're gonna get that entertainment system, and we don't even know if they're gonna get that entertainment arena. Does he really want to go to a team who doesn't know how to money manage their money, correctly?
No.
Why would he want to go if he wants to make more money?
How are they gonna pay him? He's gonna want $15 million. How are they gonna pay him?
The Leafs are where he stands. Let's go, Leafs! Go, Leafs, go!
We are going to be back next week to recap games 1, 2, and 3 in our FLR, so check that out here. And we also are going to be doing our gaming video for Game 3 versus Tampa. So we can't wait for this. We can't wait for this year. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a long cup run. I really hope so. So go Leafs, go. And we'll see you next week.
Peace!